So next week you go back, train your sensei, do the repetition on your own. Just like somebody can teach you a new kata, but what you do with the kata on a daily basis over and over again is important. Repetition is the most important part of your training. I know it's boring for some of you guys because you want to learn something new every day, but that's not traditional karate. Like I told you, there's no secret, only hard training. You learn a simple technique, you do it over and over again, not only one day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, for the rest of your life, you do the same technique over and over again. That's what makes it so good. Just like your reverse punch. The first stance and the first technique you learn as a white belt, but when you come 90 years old at 10th degree, you're going to be doing the same technique and teaching the same technique too. You're going to be learning your kata, you're going to do it over and over again. You learn your basic heian katas, you go all the way up to your advanced katas. You still got to do your basic katas. You cannot only do your advanced katas. And when you do the repetition over and over again, there's a reason for that. You do it over and over again. When you do use it, when you have to use it, it comes to you naturally. You don't have to think. So if you do the block or you do the punch or the same kick over and over again, when you're fighting with somebody, your mind is perfectly relaxed. And when you use it, boom, instinctively, by reflex, it'll come out strong and fast. Okay? If it doesn't, then you need more training, more repetition. Okay? So when you start fighting, you start thinking about, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then that's no good. You got to be totally relaxed, not think about what you're going to do. And if you had correct training, mentally and physically, boom, it goes out and it scores. If you're still thinking and hesitating, then that's no good. You got to come back to the dojo and train harder again. Okay? Same with kata. If you're doing your kata and thinking about what comes next, oh, that's bad news. What comes next? You need more training. You're still in the learning stages, memorizing the sequence of the kata. But when you learn the kata very good without thinking, you're not even thinking what comes next. You just do it without thinking. Remember that now, just like driving or walking. You're not thinking about what step comes next, how to shift your weight or your body, or how to shift or drive, turn the steering wheel. Without thinking, you just do it naturally because of years and years of doing the same thing. Karate is the same thing. Kata, kumite, kihon. You do it over and over again. When you have to use it without thinking, you do it fast. Okay? When you're not thinking, it becomes part of your bodily movements because you did it over years and years of repetition. It becomes natural and fluid. That's important, very fluid. You're not stiff and tight. When you're stiff and tight, that means you got to train some more again.